Hello, it is May, the 1st of May. Welcome to another amazing video by me, Louise Pentland. Wah, 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 wah. Hello, I'm in a new filming setup. I'm in my dressing room because this seemed like the best place for lighting and whatnot. But for this month, for May, we are having a special month and we're having a story time month because last month I did a video about a little sexual mishap involving a posh woman from my school. Just go and watch it. I'll link it here. It's linked here. And you all really liked that and said more story times. So I was like, why don't I just do an entire month of them? There's going to be 2 a week, which is unusual because usually on this channel I do 1 video a week. So it's going to be Monday at 8 p.m. and Wednesday at 8 p.m. They're all going to be scheduled, so they'll all be there waiting for you Monday at 8 p.m. and Wednesday at 8 p.m. If you want to see stuff going on behind the scenes and day to day in my life, go over to my channel Sprinkle of Chatter, which is linked here, and I put a video up there every single week, Sunday at 9 a.m. and sometimes Thursday at 7 a.m. So there's a lot of stuff there for your calendars. I'm going to write it all down below for you in the down bar, just to help you out. Also, before I get started on the first story, which is making my heart feel tight because I feel so uncomfortable about telling these stories, but also I'm so excited to tell them. This is my book here. This is a rough copy of what it's going to look like. It is out now to pre-order. Please pre-order it because basically it's these story times, but a whole book of them. It's a fiction, but it's about a woman who she gets herself in a lot of tricky situations. So if you like these kinds of videos, you'll for sure like this book. Wild Like Me, debut captivating novel by me, Louise Pentland. Buy it now, links below. Katie is here, shout hello.
Hello.
Hello, my friend Katie. So I'm going to sort of tell the story to Katie because it's easier to tell a person than a camera. Also, as you know, I have to hold something at all times when I'm filming. It's kind of like my kryptonite, so I'm holding this very mature Donald Duck pen because I'm not allowed to have anything that makes noise because the microphone's here. And that's horrible in the edit. Also, it was very hard to pick what order to do these stories in. A lot of them are surrounding dating, and I didn't know whether to go with like the most extreme to the least extreme, or some of them are about motherhood. So I've done them chronologically. So this one starts when I was like 18 or 19, and then they move up to present day. So as the month goes on, we'll just go through my life and pick out the most sort of extreme, cringy, or exciting moments in this series. LP story time, hashtag. That's special effects there. This particular story begins in Liverpool, which is where I went to university, and I was on a night out with some of my friends in this bar around an area called Concert Square. If you live in Liverpool or you've been to Liverpool, you will know Concert Square. And there was a bar on the corner called Louise. I don't know if it's still there, if that's what it's called. And I was there with some of my friends. I was there with like Tony and Faye and Eve and Nikki. I think that's it. If there were more people on the night out, I've forgotten you. Sorry. And there was this guy who was really, really what I perceived to be super attractive. And he was in his early 30s. And when I was 19, I thought that was like really cool. I was like, an older, more demure man. And he bought us all a drink, which I thought was like incredible that he'd bought four girls a drink. I was like, wow, he must be really special, so suave, like James Bloody Bond. He started talking and telling us that he was from America. He had an American accent, so I did believe him. And that he owned a radio station and that he had a house in the Cayman Islands and all these many things. And I was very excited by this, as you would be, wouldn't you, at 19, if this guy's like buying you drinks and saying all this stuff. I obviously fancied him. And we swapped numbers because that's all you could do back in those days. This was before Facebook even existed in the UK. I think it was just being made like in the universities in America. But this was like back in the day when you just swapped phone numbers and that was it. You might be able to MSN Messenger someone, but nothing more than that. So we swapped phone numbers and he said that he would take me out on a date. And I had been on very few dates at that point in my life. I think I'd been on one with a man that I now call the Sandman, that I've written about in another book that I wrote, but I could always tell you that story if you wanted to another day. I can't remember how it came about, but he asked me to go to his apartment, and now I would never do that just for safety. I would never be like, yeah, sure, I'll come to your apartment, but I, for some reason, did. I hope my dad's not watching this because he'll be annoyed at me for being so unsafe. And I wore green jeans and a pink shirt, like a smart pink shirt.
Wow.
Like a school shirt, but in like baby pink with green jeans. I just thought, oh, this looks cool. And I also wore these like kitten-heeled, Katie's down here, by the way, I'm not ignoring it. These like kitten-heeled pink flats with pointy toes.
Sexy.
So basically, I looked like a plant, but not in a good way. How many good ways are there to look like a plant? Right, so I go to his apartment, which was on Concert Square, so I was like, I know where this is. So I rang the bell, and he let me up, and it was one of those like duplex apartments, and he had a projector, and he was playing a film on a projector. Now, bear in mind, this is in like about 2004 or 5, so this was like top quality technology. This was exciting. This man had a projector, and I wanted a slice of that pie. I wanted to be with a man that had a projector, because I thought that was really freaking cool. So we got there, and I think we watched some sort of like action film that I didn't really like, and I had red wine, which again I didn't really like, but I didn't know how to say I don't like either of these things. And then he was like, oh, in his American, shall I give you a tour? I'm never going to try and do an accent again. I'm so sorry. So I was like, yeah, okay then. Now bear in mind, it was an open plan apartment, so I could see all of the downstairs already, but he was walking around, like, as if walking around this room. It's like, this is the kitchen, and it was the most detailed tour I have ever had in my life. Like, he would open the oven and be like, this is the oven. I'd be like, yeah. Oh, nice. Like, you run out of things to say about how nice things are. Like, these are my frames. And I'd be like, wow. Oh, you've been fishing. That's exciting. This is my French windows. Oh, yes, lovely. Thank you. Wow, yeah. And then we went upstairs, and it's just like upstairs was just one bedroom and a bathroom, and like the bedroom kind of hung over the lounge. So you could, one of those ones where you can see over. It was one of those. And I instantly felt just really uncomfortable being in his bedroom and like looking at his bed. And then he was like, and this is my bed, and did a big pause and then looked at me, and I was like, okay. And at this point in my life, I was not ready to do any of those things with anyone. And I was just like, oh, I don't want to be in your bedroom. This is really... And then, as if all of that was not weird enough, he walked over. This is not how he walks slightly, but he walked over to his bedside table. I went, this is my bedside table. I was like, very nice. Nice, wooden, lovely. Okay. He opened the drawer, the top drawer, and the whole drawer was filled with tampons. Not even boxes of tampons, like tampons out of the box. Just a whole drawer, clean, of tampons. And he opened it and he was like, if ever you need anything, and then just shut it again. And that's when I just thought, no, I don't want a slice of your projector pie, because that comes with a side of tampons. And it was just, why would a man have that many tampons?
A serial killer.
Probably, most likely. He shut his drawer of tampons, and being very British and polite, I was like, I'm all right for now, thank you. I think is what I said. I'm all right for now, thank you. And then I went back downstairs and drank half a glass of red wine, thinking like, how can I escape? And left. And needless to say, I never ended up with Tampon Man. But that was one of my first date experiences. Like, my first experiences of dating were with the American Tampon Man with a projector.
Question.
Yeah, question, fire away.
How did you leave? What excuse did you make up?
Oh no, it's flooding. Right, if my friend Faye is watching this, she's going to really enjoy this bit, because this was Faye's favourite part. Faye, I'm dedicating this video to you. Faye was my partner in crime at university. She has legs that go on to here. She's gorgeous, and she was great. Now Faye lives in Yorkshire. She's got 2 children. She's very settled. Our parting days are behind us, but Faye, this is for you. So I said I wanted to go. And he said, I wasn't going to include this, I was just going to leave it at the tampon section, but this is a bonus bit. He said he'll walk me home, and I was like, okay. I didn't live far away, so he walked me back to my student halls, and then we were outside, like the lobby of my student halls, and he went in to kiss me, and I just panicked because I didn't want to kiss him. Sorry, it's not even that funny. I've forgotten about it. And then so this guy like leans in to kiss me, and I just look at him like, and then I put my hand on his shoulder, and I went, "Bless you." I just blessed him, and then took my hand off and ran inside, and I never saw him again. I'd forgotten this happened. So, as you can imagine, I didn't have a long and prosperous future with the Tampon Man, who I blessed, but I hope that he's living a blessed life and is very happy. Perhaps he's gone back to his property in the Cayman Islands, which I'm not sure that he had, but I would imagine he's got all the best technology and a very strong selection of tampons, should you ever need them. And there we have it. That's the first of my storytime videos. Come back to this channel at 8 p.m. on Wednesday for the next one, which I'll give you a teaser. The next one is I'll just leave you with the word threesome. Alrighty, don't forget to pre-order my book and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. Bye.